Oh, snacking, are we?
No.
Good morning. So as promised, we are showing you our new house. So this is the house that we bought for 30,000 euros. It is in a little town called 𝗪𝗵cie. Seems to be very, I guess, up and coming because it got rated the #1 view in all of Europe for a town, as well as #4 in the world. So I'm about to show you this house. But for starters, this is our street, these are our neighbors. You can't drive on this road, which is great. So we've got, I'll show you it in the background. Here you can see that you can't actually drive through here. So we've got this whole area to ourselves and it's quite private, which is really nice. Then we've got, the house is just behind me. But without further ado, let us show you the house. Alrighty, so this is the front of the house. This air conditioning unit was not there. We got that installed with our new aircon, which is great. We do plan to cover that up along with all those wires. I know it's pretty normal to have wires all here and most houses have painted theirs, but I think what we might do is just cover them all together and create some sort of like woodwork just across there to cover that. First thing you'll see is this door. This door is honestly so damaged, but we plan to use the back of the house so much more often than the front of the house. So we're actually not going to worry too much about the front of the house and probably just paint that in like a really cute poppy color, either a blue, a pink or something like that, and see how we go there. But let's walk in. I do love this knob though. That lock will be automated. We have already purchased the thing that sits in there, but we're going to install that once we do the back of the door. All right, so you walk into here and let's take a look. So this is our living room. This will remain our living room. And you'll see just there, these floors are a bit strange. They're like fake wooden tiles. But we do plan to cover these with micro cement and have it all kind of the same color going round. I've just let a fly in. If you can see him over there, he's a paid actor. But here are the windows, which I absolutely love. So you just open these up and you get access to some light. Obviously we've got the blinds down for now, but then you can close that up and open them with this. So if you've been to Europe before, you've probably seen windows like this. We don't get a lot of these windows in Australia, but they're really cute. And next I will show you this side of the entryway. So again, here is the door and you're coming in through this way and you will see that hideous ceiling situation. But again, we've got the wires. We've got that little room back there that we're going to use as a cat setup, so where their poop goes and all their litter and everything, and kind of keep it as a storage. But then we've got this side. So what we're planning to do here, I'll walk you through it. So over here on this wall, we're planning for a mirror. That way it can reflect light coming in from this window and we get more natural light in. Then we'll probably just have a statement piece chair just there. This is the cat food and cat water, but that's where that'll be. And then maybe have a plant and a little indoor olive tree type thing just to tie it all back in to the natural surroundings and all the olive trees we have in this area. And then in this area, there's Andrew, say hello. So in this area, we plan to have an inbuilt ledge just through here to be our sofa, where we'll get a custom sort of cushion in place. And then leading up to the wall, we will have a bookcase, floating bookcase just through here, made of wood, wall to wall, probably with some support through the center because we'll probably need it. And then hopefully have some LED lights running through underneath to give that soft light feel instead of using these horrendous ceiling lights. So we'll probably get these fitted up with something else, a nice chandelier, like a seagrass chandelier type thing. And then will be our TV. So just across there, which is perfect because there's a little PowerPoint just there. So that's where that setup will be. Again, probably have a floating shelf, a bit like a fireplace type thing. This under it, we're not too sure what we're gonna do yet, but I'm thinking of having some nice extra stools just underneath so we can pull them out if we need to, if we have someone over. And then we've got this main door that's directly opposite the entrance door. And this leads us to the bathroom and what will be the study. But I'll show you it right now. Hideous. It looks absolutely nightmarish. But it's really small. You can see here, very small. The shower curtain is just hanging off this makeshift ceiling hook. So that's definitely going. Then we've got the shower pan, we've got the bidet, and we've got the toilet. Now we do love a bidet, but not this style. We love the Japanese style that is installed into the toilet itself. So we're taking the bidet out, taking off all those outlets, and from there, we'll have a wall that curves. If you follow the curve of the bidet, ignore all the crazy stuff that's just here, but following that curve, meeting halfway through this basin will be taken out as well, and then having an inbuilt sink coming out of the wall of the shower. So because right now the drainage is just horrible, so we want to build those Moroccan style walls, which will be very helpful here. So that is the bathroom plan for now. Obviously the tiles will also be micro cemented over. Yeah, lots of plans here. Okay, now we're going to enter what will be the study. Right now it's a mess of storage. That's the mattress that we bring in and out. But again, you'll see the tiles here continue, and they will be all micro cemented. Essentially all our floors throughout the house will be micro cemented over. And you'll see there's a little window there. The plan is to have a ledge across there to become our desk for our computers and all the editing and everything. But right now we're using it as a little storage area for makeshift closet until our tension rods come, which we'll temporarily use to hang our clothes. We used that mirror that was originally upstairs just so we could see ourselves. Not that we've been doing a lot of that, as you can see from the way we look disheveled, but it is okay. It's a new house, it's a new country, there's so much going on. We will head on upstairs. Okay, so something I really love is these kind of misshapen mosaic tiles almost. I'm not too sure. It's like a tile within tiles, and it's really cute. And it's 3D, so I really like that it's actually groved, and it's not just a plain print. Okay, now I'll get to that area soon, but just here you'll see strange space. It's just a strange little ledge area, which I've seen in a few houses when I've seen them online listed. But what we plan to do is actually utilize this area and build a bookshelf just through here, just so that we can have books and little vases and little niches, just for it to look nice and not like a strange empty place. Again, we've got these different tiles, which are also going to be micro cemented over, because definitely not our vibe at all. And in here, there is a room that I can't take you to, because it's currently where we're housing the cats so that they don't run outside when we go in and out, but we'll show you this room. So for some very strange reason, this room is pink. So we're gonna paint over it to match the white of the ceiling and the rest of the house, because we do love that weird texture. I know a lot of people don't, and they'd, you know, go over it, but we love that rough, like rustic look. So that's what these walls are, but you can't tell because they've been painted over in pink. So we're just gonna paint over them in white and we should be good to go. But essentially right now, we actually asked them to keep these beds because we were like, people just use them for materials. Like for example, the bed slats will probably reuse for something else. So we're trying to, I guess, be as budget conscious as possible so we can spend money on other things. Take you back into this corner here and you'll see this door, this frame, as well as this frame, we're gonna remove. So what we're planning to do is have these areas open instead of having doors there. So for them to just be taken off that, and then we're going to create an arch. Plan is that this room becomes our closet with another extra desk space that if people are staying over, we can also use as a second bedroom. But having this smaller room, and I wish I could show you, but it looks very similar to this, it's just a little smaller, and it's also got a window like that, but having this room be our main bedroom and really have that be a statement. So let's head on back down and I'll show you the kitchen and everything else. Okay, so this door again, we want to do the same as the bedroom doors. We want to take out the frame, patch that all up, create an arch once again, have it as a walkway. Once you enter the kitchen, this is our new fridge. As you can see, it's a strange little fridge. Explain to them what we want to do.
We are first on a mission to put this beautiful shrimp cocktail back into this beautiful
He likes using shrimp cocktail sauce for random non-shrimp related discovery.
Never had it again, and then now I found it in Spain again. It's all over the world.
Just over here, you'll see our fridge. This is an integrated fridge, obviously, which is not integrated yet. They'll have tall cupboards, right, all the way through. So maybe about 5 or 6, depending on what will fit. We haven't measured out exactly what we need yet. But this will be for the fridge, and then we'll have the freezer on the left. So it'll be this, and then the fridge will go here so that it opens in on each other. And then we will have 2 here, which will house our pantry, all our food, all of that sort of thing. And then there'll be a shelf that goes through the center of that. That will house, on one side, our microwave, on the other side, it'll house our coffee machine, which we'll show you in a minute. We're very excited about the coffee machine. And then we'll have another section here that will, depending on what will fit, we'll either have the washing machine under this, or I'll show you the other position it could potentially be in. But what's great is that these cords are here, right? So what we want to do is build the extension and drill holes through the cabinetry through the back so that we've got power outlets for all the appliances that are going to be stuck through here. So that I think will also be a great idea. So I'm just going to step back for a second so you can see the whole kitchen and you can get an idea of the space. It is actually quite a large space, and we want a galley kitchen. So shelving on this side, shelving on that side. Now, mind you, when we did buy the house and we saw the photos, they did say that this has been newly renovated. So technically it's great because these cabinets are all new, but what's not great is the colors that they've chosen and the hardware, right? So again, it's all gonna be micro-cemented across. So I did find a YouTube video that teaches me exactly how to do that, but we will show you as well. Essentially, these will have to come apart. So these are aluminium. These will have to be peeled off, and that's why we'll need a industrial heater machine. I don't know what they're called, but it's like a hairdryer, but for wood and things like that. So then we'll need to peel this off, peel off the inside through there, just the outer melamine, I think they call that material.
Edging.
Not just the edging, but the melamine for this front. Yeah, so through there, take all those out, take them out into the outside area, repaint them, well, not repaint them, but micro cement over them. The other thing we want to do is get this taken out. This is the instantaneous gas heater, which is great. And we were worried because we've never experienced non-mains gas, right? So you've got to actually buy bottles, and we were like, oh my goodness, taking them all the way here is gonna be a nightmare. But what we found out is on Mondays and Thursdays, they actually come past and deliver them. So that should not be a problem anymore. But essentially we want to move this across through to there, just so it's in that wall. There'll need to be a hole drilled into there so that this little situation goes through up there, right? And hidden away from our sight because, wow, just once again, hideous. But essentially then this will be replaced. This will be replaced with one that doesn't have this coming out, right? So this is gonna be a problem. This will be changed into the slimmer ones that sit behind the cupboard, and new cupboards will be placed here. So that's to be installed and very exciting. But we are also excited that we have one of these because our range hood in our old apartment in Melbourne did not work, which meant every time we went to cook, the whole house would smoke up. So we are very glad that there is an opening that takes an outlet that takes all the smoke out. All right, now, once these will stay very much the same in the sense of what they're used for. So spices, things like that, our cutlery, our pots and pans, all the rest of it. But let's make our way down here. What we plan is to remove this and change it over to an electric stovetop, so an induction cooker. So we'll do that. Under here, right now we've stored our good cookware, just to keep it safe down here. We'll use this space to have our dishwasher under, if we end up using this space for something else. So just through here, the idea is to take this out and again, get an integrated washer/dryer, having it installed through there, having that again look like one of these, preferably not in the purple color, but essentially it will just look like another cabinet and it'll all be hidden under there. So that's where the dishwasher will go ideally. If it can't be done, that's fine. And then we'll take this one out and either put it here or there, whatever works essentially. But this specific one, when I said this one, I do mean a washing machine dryer. I don't mean this specific one because obviously this one has that little ledge and will not fit behind. This will also be replaced, the sink of course, with a deep sink. And I don't know what they call it, but it's like maybe a waterfall sink or whatever they call that. That'll be changed over. And this is what has been making us feel somewhat alive. It's a great little appliance to have. And yeah, that's our kitchen. Alrighty, so let's go on to the backyard. Now the backyard, there's a lot of work that we want to do here, right? So for now, we've asked them to keep that, which they have, which has been great because we've just been sitting out here having all our discussions about all the renos, brought out my iPad, drawn everything on there. It's been great to have. But I'll show you around. So more bars on the lower floors, which is great. They've kept this chair, which is nice. And then we have this hideous pool. Now, we're not too sure how the hell we're gonna get it out of here, but at this point we might just hire someone to just go, okay, throw it out, get rid of it. We don't wanna see it anymore. But it is a hideous sight for sore eyes sort of situation, and it's not great looking at this every single morning, but there's a lot of imperfections about the house that we will change over that we're really excited to do. More importantly, let's take a look at our view. We are obsessed with this little view. So you can see the castle and everything just through there, just over there, of course. And this is our view. So what we're gonna do is, once again, this whole floor will be covered, whether painted, micro-cemented, something. It's just gotta go. Down there, down against that brick wall, we'll be building the little spool or cocktail pool or whatever you like to call it. So that'll be just across there. Then we'll have seating inbuilt over here and over here. We'll be taking out this old school laundry situation and replacing it with a shower space here for an outdoor shower, which we really like to do in summer. And then we will be obviously completing that wall where it ends, which is very strange if you can see that. But essentially we will be putting in some shelving, high shelving up here, once again micro cemented, and then having a kind of a kitchen island just here. And ideally this will be kind of our barbecue / cocktail area, but that is the dream. Let's see how far we get with it. It's a big undertaking, but I have faith that we could do anything we stick our minds to. Now, the other thing is this ledge will be completed with bricking through there and micro cemented and be built up higher. So it'll be like a wall that will be created. I don't think we're going to do that ourselves, but we'll see how we go. Essentially creating a wall. So we want to create a partition just up there because our wall goes halfway, but we'd like it higher so we can have privacy between us and the neighbors. And that wall will come through here with long openings so you could still take in the view. But ideally, if you really want to take in the view, what we want to set up is all going to be down here. So this area, we're thinking of creating a grass patch so we can have a bit of nature coming in, because right now it's very hard on the concrete. So we'd like to bring in something like that just to feel like it's a garden. And then let's take you down these stairs. I'll concentrate on my footing. Under here, there's storage. But what's great about this storage is there is actually a water pipe just here, which can be easily utilized to whether we fill up the pool or do anything essentially. It'll allow us to do that, which is great. The other strange thing though is we've got one of those Arabic toilets, those Middle Eastern toilets. So just through there, what's great about that though is that it means we have plumbing down here, which is also very useful to know. And then back here, there is also some more storage, but you probably can't tell, but I actually can't stand up fully straight in this place without hitting my head. So this isn't going to be really a place other than for storage. It's not really going to be great. So that's definitely where we're going to store a lot of our things. Probably maybe seal it up a little bit more so nothing gets too damaged. What's interesting is this little ledge. I don't know what was used for, but I feel like it'd be a cool place to, I don't know, do something with. If you have any ideas, definitely let us know. And then we'll come out here. Like I said before, grass patch, we'll build up that wall. So once again, we've got privacy from the neighbors. What's really cool though is the neighbors have, even though they're really old now and we should prune them, they do have grapes growing over across to our side. There is green in this, so I don't think it's dead. Let's check it out. Yep, that's not dead, which is great. And I think I just ruined it, but it's okay. Essentially, we want to prune this back and just have it so that the healthy grapes can grow and thrive. And then, oh, I saw something. There's some sort of, oh, we have a little baby cactuses. How beautiful is that? It's just naturally growing out of a rock formation. I don't want to touch it. Oh, look at that. Just natural little cactuses. We might use them actually. Definitely worth keeping. That's a nice little surprise. Then we've got some stones here. I don't know what they're used for, but yeah, it is what it is. And we're gonna make the most of it and make it beautiful. So like I said, this is ideally where you wanna come and see the view, right? So right now, like this just has to go. It's been cemented down, so we just gotta, you know, kick it up because it's breakable. They haven't done a really good job at it. So we'll definitely do that. But ideally, well, this is the view we want to take in, right? So I'll just show you, you know, it's absolutely beautiful. There is this tree just here, which is a fig tree. And we're gonna try and see if we can get that cut down just so that less of the view is covered. If I step back here, you'll see this ideally will be a breakfast bar or some sort of bar table and chairs. So you can sit here and just really soak in the view and just be in the middle of it, because when you're up there with all the walls around you, it doesn't feel like you're so immersed. So that's definitely what we're thinking of doing. But just to show you, there's a few fruit trees and everything through here. Now, remembering as well, I did write in the article, this is a hidden gem. And what I mean by that is, for example, this was never shown to us. This was never in the listing photos. We only found that out through the video. There's a little nook here that we can do something with as well. You know, certain things that we didn't know existed, but especially the garage, which is where I'm going to take you to now. So walking through here. Now, over here, this is a lot larger than we thought it was, right? So just through here is going to be, we're going to take all that down and we're going to use that as a garden to grow fresh produce. So that's the plan for this area, but ideally a vertical garden and not your traditional type, so that we can fit more things growing here. We do have blueberries. I don't know if you can see them down there, just through here. They're out of season now and they're all dried and shriveled up, but we're very excited to see what that's like. All right, let's continue the journey. It's almost over, but let me show you this because we absolutely love this little archway. How cute is that? How beautiful. That's really special. It's so nice. So we will definitely keep this, but walking down here, it's a bit steep. We might get some stairs or something. It's probably not worth it, but you know, we'll see what we can do. And let's walk down. There's some roses growing, which is a nice surprise as well. Again, none of this was shown in the listing, so it's very important if you are looking to buy a house in Spain to ask for a video walk around, because there's so much we didn't know and we were worried about where we would park our cars, but we have a garage. We did not know about that until we asked for a video to be recorded. So now this is the garage. It is on a slant. We hate that door because it's absolutely useless. Essentially, you know, what's the point of having a garage if you got to get out every single time and open it up? We got the guy out to quote us up for a garage door. Now, originally we wanted a sectional, but because of the slant of the ceiling, he goes, oh, it's not going to be possible. So instead, they're going to build it on the outside. So just through there. Now we can't actually open this, so I can't even show you that side because that is dead bolted. So we definitely will be having lighting set up through here so that we're not tripping and falling if we're arriving at night. And let's go back up and walk to the front just so you could see the complete situation that we're in. Okay, so that is our whole house in and out, except that bedroom upstairs. I hope you enjoyed seeing exactly what's happening, where we are. If you are thinking of buying a house sight unseen, this is what it's like, walking through that very first time and going, oh, okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. But the most important thing is that the bones of the house are really strong, so it's not going anywhere, which is really nice. And you get great weather up here. It's winter here and it's sunny every single day, which we are really enjoying. Thanks for watching and we'll see you soon.